That's a heavy buck. I just matched him.
My name's Ben, and I'm on a quest to find a shed in every state in the U.S. I don't even know if this is possible, and I'm risking everything to try to get it done. Come along with me as we travel the country in search of shed antlers.
Amish Village. I stopped and got some Amish baked goods. Got some dilly beans and some whoopie pies, as the kid called them, which whoopie pies are not good. We'll see how the dilly beans are. But I also got some granola bites that were freaking delicious. So 50-50 on this run, Amish. All this traditional Amish around me, you know, like, this is probably an Amish restaurant. Morning, folks, here in Michigan. Last night we got some of that high-dollar hotel sleep, so we are feeling good. Got a shower in. Oh man, I feel like a new man. So we're going up to meet up with Josh Hilliard. Josh is one of the guys that works with Tethered. They've been a huge help to me. Oh, there's some deer. Been a huge help to me on this tour, keeping me finding spots, and they're kind of spread out all over the country. Very, very helpful. Anyway, he says that he's got a piece. He walked it early, but a lot of the deer were still holding, so we're hoping that there will be something left over that is dropped. If that doesn't work out, his buddy has a spot here close by, and then Andy May, another buddy that I got connected with through Tether, has a spot a little ways away. So between those three, I think we should be able to pull it off. Michigan, let's go. This is what Michigan looks like. My battery's about to die on my camera. Deadheads don't count. Oh, dude, you found one? Let's see that. Good job, dude. Nice work.
We got it.
Good find. Dude, that thing looks nice, huh?
That might be the other side of that one.
Dude, that's a good one.
Here we go.
Fighting through the brush. There it is, folks. State number 36. We got it done out here with Wade and Josh, and they were nice enough to let me have a spot to hike today, and we got lucky and got her done. Happy.
Sure did.
We're kind of getting towards the end. They'd already been in through here one time, but that's the other half of a buck they found earlier in the season. So gonna finish this one out and maybe check out some other little hikes, and whenever we want we can get on the road because the pressure's off. So stoked to have another one done. So we got her done in Michigan. That was freaking awesome. Great little hike with Josh and his boy. That was fun. So that one was kind of different, you know. Usually it's kind of me walking up, picking it and everything, but that was perfect because Josh and I kind of spotted that shed at the same time, came around, and I was able to capture his son walking up on it and find it, which is cooler than me walking up anyway. So that was fun. Another kind of a new element in a new state. I do have time today, which I usually don't, but there's another piece over here that I got some permission to that I want to check. It's only about 30 minutes away from the last piece we walked, and I'm gonna go check it out and see if there's something else there. I try to find a few for the video if I'm not in a terrible hurry, so maybe there's something else in there and we'll get lucky. But man, Michigan is beautiful. I always forget like how beautiful this place is. Giant lakes, pretty houses. What a nice place on earth. This property is very small. I didn't look at Onyx to see how big the parcel was. Look right here, 24 acres. So I do believe that there's a chance here. There's some grass, crazy deer trail, There's an acorn here. I mean, start my tracker. Don't need a ton of ground to be able to find a deer shed. So, I mean, one open field here and lots of acorns and good deer trails. So, never know. Swampy out there. One thing I hear these whitetail guys talk about over and over again, so I assume there's some truth to it, is they don't like to look for antlers on like a bluebird day like this with bright sun. They said that the antlers just blend into the leaves too much, and I could definitely see that happen. And I have noticed, like on a real cloudy or rainy day, the color and the curve and the, you know, the white tip of the antler seems to pop a little bit more. But you guys that find a lot of whitetail sheds, what do you think? Is that a real thing? Some acorns here. Holy cow, that big oak. That'll be a shed. And all the deer eating those. Such a fake out. Oh my gosh. That looks so much like a fork. Nope. Just gridding this field out. Going back into here a little ways and looking. Still trying. Running out of space on this farm. What do we got? Oh, that's a shed. Nice. Yes. Sweet. Tucked back here in this swampy stuff. Michigan produces again. That's cool. Just, I think there's some deer here. What do you guys think? It's also nice. Also, always nice to find a couple. Old antler. Been there getting chewed on for a while. Are rolling now. It's funny because these deer will have like a corner. I saw this in a few other places where it's like that's where they shed. But walk over here. There's a brown little freshie right there. And then I look up and there's another one right here. That's a break off piece. But 3 antlers within 100 yards right here on this little 24 acres. That's freaking awesome. Makes me want to kind of just grid through this grass and see what else is here. That's wild. It's like they have their little spot where they shed, and I've noticed this with whitetail hunting a lot. Like, it can be super streaky. The crazy thing is I walked right through here. I looked at that bone, didn't see this antler, which was laying in there, and this one, and then this one. So anyway, we are crushing all of a sudden from 0 to 3 on this little hike in just a second. So all right, folks, so I got Michigan this morning. I now have been driving for about 6.5 hours, headed to Wisconsin. I already have Wisconsin done. But those of you who've been following the series know I missed Minnesota last time. I tried it, I hiked hard all day and did not get it done. And this is out of the way, but we're gonna swing up and try it again. So the plan is to meet up with my buddy Les. You guys probably remember him from the series last year. We hit a bunch of states together. We're gonna stay at his place in Wisconsin tonight, and in the morning we're gonna get up early and we're gonna roll to Minnesota. All we have is public land. We don't have any connections or anything really out there in the south end of the state. We're just gonna look at onX. We've kind of been e-scouting some stuff over the phone today. We're gonna go try and knock out Minnesota. If we can get it done, folks, the success level of this trip will be so far beyond anything I expected that I'll just probably cry. Like, we've done so good. We've got 12 states. If we can close it out without missing one, 13 states in a row, it'll be insane. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it would make my whole life. All right, folks, you remember that guy?
Yo.
We're gonna go see if we can knock off Minnesota today. We just were driving down the road and we're like, this spot looks cool. A little bit of public, and there's a little bit, looks like they mow it up here. I don't know if they planted something or not. A lot of native grasses, tangles. I see greenbriers maybe. So let's go see it. We'll see what happens. Just try. We just found the spot on X, so maybe we'll get lucky. You guys ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Can't win them all, folks. There is not much deer sign in this spot at all. Not much tracks. Just a couple little tracks, and it seems to me that there's not really any reason for them to be in this stuff. I'm sure there's a few local deer, but it looked on the map like this was ag, but I think it's just native grass they mow, and then same with this piece that we're in right here. It's just grass, and there'll always be a few whitetail eating it, but we're going high percentage. We're hoping for some ag. It's hard too to leave these spots behind sometimes because maybe a few deer spot, and so maybe people aren't shed hunting it, so there could be the few deer that are here, their antlers could still be easy and obvious. So, but one of the most critical things to success in shed hunting that I've noticed over the years is knowing when to abandon ship and just be like, yeah, this ain't it. Don't waste our time. In the West, you have enough country that you can walk all day and, you know, on big chunks of public and find the sign. But in these little pieces, it's like, check them and get out. I get asked a lot, what are tips and tricks to find more sheds? So here's one. Do the little extra things. For example, if you walk one way into an area, walk a different way out. Just give yourself a chance to find an antler. Just give yourself more opportunities. Like, just barely. There's a trail right out of here. We're headed out, going back to the truck. And like, there's little bends in the trail. You can either walk the trail around them or cut through the thick stuff. Now, I haven't found anything, but every time you cut through a thick little corner that people aren't walking, you're giving yourself a chance. So just give yourself those chances and they'll turn into more antlers for you. Path runs that way, path runs this way. Walk here. Spot number 2 here in Minnesota looks a little bit different. We found this bluff, has a bunch of oaks, a bunch of acorns on it. The deer sign on these hills is decent. We kind of picked this spot because super steep and ugly. We thought maybe people wouldn't have messed with it so much. Steep enough that I did have to put on actual boots for the first time on this trip, but there's some little bluffs that come down, some little pockets that I think maybe these deer would bet on, but we're just trying it. We're gonna give it an hour here, see if we run into any good sign. If we don't, on to the next. Spot number 3, we hiked up this big old tall bluff. There's actually ag on the top of this one. The last one we thought it was CRP. So this one had some hay mixed with corn on the top of it. And the whole top of the bluff's private, but all these ridges running down the sides are public. So hoping that these deer pull off the ridge to bed and that we can sneak a little piece of gold out of here. Come on, baby. Guys, we just found a stud. Oh my gosh, that's one of the biggest whitetail horns of the trip right there. We freaking got Minnesota, baby. Oh my gosh. I did not think it was gonna happen today. Oh my gosh. I could freaking cry. This signifies the end of the biggest road trip. We got 13 states in 14 days. A lot of miles today. Les and Kara right here. Oh my heck. Freaking got it. I did not think this was gonna happen today. I'm so freaking grateful for that antler right there. We got Minnesota, baby. This trail I was walking, there was just a bed every once in a while, a track every once in a while. It's not crazy good deer sign, but we got a Minnesota brownie, a freshie. Oh my gosh, that is state 37 right there, folks.
So awesome.
Such a relief, dude. Hasn't been down too terribly long. Still got a wax ring on it and stuff, but oh my gosh, that's a relief right there. We got the whole north half of the country done. No more island up here. Minnesota, it was up here by itself. Had me nervous that we weren't gonna get it, but freaking hey, dude, we got her.
So awesome. So awesome.
Okay, folks, as we get to the end of this crazy road trip, I want to give you some statistics here. I hiked 88.5 miles in 14 days. Out of that, 2 driving days at least, so really about 12 days, 88.5 miles. I drove 6,411 miles, added on the drive home from here to that. So almost 6,500 miles driven on 24 antlers and all that hiking. About 3.5 miles per antler, not bad. And I had some really short ones that really up those numbers, like West Virginia. And then as a group and everybody that I was with, we found about 40 antlers total. So crazy trip. I never thought I would be able to get that many states in one go. And I'm going home and I'm gonna sleep for a while. So let's do that.